Hey Kaz, hey. Obviously we are back for another episode of Big Six Pants. Sorry we're late. It's Kaz's fault. He took ages to get here.
Oh,
And
you can't do that now, man.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, we can't be doing that now.
Well, there's one of us isn't here. One of us isn't here. So he's not even one of us.
Everyone knows by now you're always late, G.
Yeah, but I'm not always late because it's me. I'm late because
so you try to blame it on somebody else.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Everyone knows in this chat right now, like what you're like. Like you late to your own funeral, fam. Well, how long did you wait till yesterday to go live?
Yesterday.
What time did you wait for? And what time did you start?
My memory doesn't go back that far.
Well, it does for me because it went at like 8:50. it went for me, yeah.
Bro, you asked me like 20 minutes before your stream started. Oh, bro, can you come on?
No, it wasn't 20 minutes. It was about a good hour. It was a good hour. Actually, it was before your stream actually started. 10 minutes before. Meant to start 8:20, fam.
Oh, Monts, I know you burst a vessel in your eye, but can you jump on stream, please? I know you're
in the brain, man.
Allow me, G.
In the brain, man.
Listen, we are back for another episode of Big Six Pants. It is the football transfer update show. It is the international break, so we are bringing you whatever we can because we're all down bad right now. We're all down bad. But listen, you lot are still rocking with us. Big up the Never FR community. Go and subscribe over there. Link is in the title, so you don't even really have to come off the stream. Again, we are 24 subscribers off of 7,100 subscribers. And thank you so much for hitting 7K. But again, we are 24 subscribers away. So if you haven't already, before you start watching, whether you're watching this back or watching this now, do 3 things. Subscribe to the channel right now. Hit the subscribe button, smash the like button, and just get involved in the comments. Because there's going to be 3 instances today. There's going to be 3 times today at least where you're going to be asked to get creative. We're going to get creative today. I don't know when. I don't know how. I can't tell you, and I ain't really thought about that. But there's going to be someone we need to take the piss out of this stream. You know, it might even be me. It won't ever be me. You know, this ain't last season. This ain't last season.
It's always you, man.
But we do have a super chat that was sent on Never a Foul by Honestly. Obviously, he's a member over here as well, so I'm gonna bring it up.
He's just done another one.
Honestly, just give us a second. That was
honestly, fam. Come on, man.
Honestly, this was your super chat on Never a Foul, but we had ended the stream, so we're gonna read it out over here. So obviously you get your money's worth as well, because we're just trying to be fair. Wait, Ahmad, can you not hear us?
Everyone else can. I can hear it. I was just listening to it myself.
Yeah, Ahmad, refresh your thing. He says, honestly, it's big up for the €5 donation. He goes, Trent went toe-to-toe with KDB in assists year in, year out. Don't disrespect my right back who completed football before the age of 25, actually at the age of 23.
I mean, Alvarez, how old is Alvarez? He completed football at like the age of 20, 22. Mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
What do you mean? He played everywhere, even in his own country. He still won.
Trent did you?
He's got a World Cup.
City would have won that trouble without him, G.
World Cup.
You know, City would have won World Cup. Fair enough. Given the World Cup, City were winning that trouble without him.
No, but he still scored multiple goals though.
Yeah, he did though. Big him up though.
Yeah.
Giuliano. Big up Honesty for another super chat over on here. He goes, man, them. You know what's mad? If Villa beat Spurs, they go above them.
Honestly, I said this. Go and read it out.
Yeah, read out. If Villa beat Spurs, they go above them, and if Man U win, they will only be 2 points behind Spurs. It ain't
looking good. Them. Who does Spurs have? Who does Spurs have after Villa? Man City.
Oh.
So I told Jules this, innit? I know that weekend we got Newcastle away in it, which is going to be tough in itself, and everything else that comes along with it, yeah. But Man City away, I'd rather take Newcastle away than Man City away, yeah. I told Spurs fans this. I told you lot you have to win against Brentford. I told, because you got Man City next anyways, and all that kind of stuff, yada yada yada. But I said, it's more embarrassing for anybody else to allow Man United to get close in points or even above them. So don't let it happen. Don't let it happen. We're 1 point off for what we were last year, by the way. So just don't let it happen. That's it.
It is D-Day today. You have Man City.
I'm actually you know, deep. I actually, I've got some iconic moments in the YouTube game that I never thought would be iconic. My head shape is killing me in that video, though. Forever, my head shape is. black thumb, fam. sorry.
All I imagine you is that smile that you have with what's it called, Matisse. That smile when he does that little laugh.
Allow it, man. We don't talk about them days. We don't talk about them days there. But listen, yeah, man. Listen, let me just should we just quickly get the Premier League table up so people can actually see this? Because now that I'm deep in it, Villa are actually sitting on 25 points in the Premier League. That is a bit mad. No, let me get the table up right now. I know we're gonna talk about the news in a second, guys, but we need to just examine this Premier League table a little piece, because let's sort that out. You know what I'm saying? Let's just move this off for a second. Let me move the borders off. Yeah, bro. Can you not see? Is it zoomed in? Zoomed in enough. Is that fine? We'll do that. We'll leave Newcastle out there. The fact that Kaz's club is in this top 6 is making me so
Stop hating, man.
Me sick though. It makes me actually
Monster's a full-time hater.
I'm supposed to hate you. Look, you're Man United. We're supposed to hate you.
All right, we're 6 points behind you. We got Everton next. You've got Man City. You're going 3 points. We got 3 points behind you, G.
Honestly said Monster's looking like an overcooked egg. You fucking prick.
If I laugh, I'm gonna get deemed racist, so I'm not even gonna laugh.
Honestly, you better be black, you prick. You better be black for all I know. But your goal difference is killing me.
Do you know what we had last year? Yeah, but you know what we had last year? We had 0 goal difference, or was it +1? No, and we had one. Yeah,
because your away form was rubbish. Like,
yeah, but now it's switched. It's switched over now. It's switched over now, isn't it? It's our away form is better than our home form.
Yeah, your home form is horrid.
I can't lie. Man United's got a hard run, but right now I'm gonna move week by week shameless. So here's what it is. Why are you looking at our fixtures?
I'm not. No, look at it though. Do you know what's mad? Even though Tottenham have lost 2 games on the bounce, how are they still 2 points off top? These men were booting. They were booting doors down, Kaz. Come on.
Yeah, look, but they were. But they got 2 losses in a row. I'm telling you now, yeah, they might go 4. They might have that as 4 in a row. No joke. The thing is that they've done so well that they can afford the losses, but I don't think they're beating Villa. They're not beating Villa anyways.
But look, bro, how about this? If Liverpool, I'm gonna go a step further. They talked about Tottenham. If Liverpool get beat at the Etihad, which ain't a stretch, and Villa win, they go above us. They go above us.
Oh my word! They might. Who have Arsenal got next?
Brentford.
Away. So you're telling me Villa could go second? They're gonna go. You know, Villa has a strong possibility of going second. That's crazy.
Let me check Arsenal's thing right now. Arsenal. Yeah, no, Arsenal at Brentford.
You got Brentford away.
Oh, they do. Yeah, they do. I was right. Yeah.
They got a good record there. They got a good record there. But the thing is I know this ain't got nothing to do with what we're going to talk about. But
this is nuts.
But Aston Villa can legit go second if they beat Spurs.
Bro, this is crazy. And if everyone, bro, how about this? Imagine Liverpool and we just draw. Imagine we just draw. We cancel each other out, and Villa go and win. They're sitting on 28 points with Liverpool and Man City on 29 points. Unai Emery's army.
Boy. I'm just glad to get people sacked.
Crazy. And the worst thing is, Villa have actually lost 3 games. They've held a couple spankings, but they've got 8 wins. They've got 8 wins. Yeah, no, it's a lot of ifs, isn't it? But this is what I mean. The Premier League is it's very sensitive at the moment. It's mad.
Our goal difference should be about 20, though. I'll be real. We've been bumped. Should be about 20. Conceding the goals is what it is. But
my cat has done the maddest shit, bro. That stinks, blood. Oh my, that stinks, blood. Oh, that stinks. Oh, that stinks, man. Hold the fort. I need to spray.
Someone clip that. I need that. Minute. You do iconic moments.
I don't even have spray, bro.
Hey, minute 12 to 13, please, someone clip that for me. It's not not a nice way to talk about Tottenham. Huh? Yeah, probably. Oh my god, that's funny. That's actually funny.
God, like, that is the stinkiest. It's like, yo.
I'm actually
No. That was wretched. If you saw the way that it hit me, I think my eyes. I felt that in my eyes, blood.
He's gonna get he's gonna burst another blood vessel.
Oh my god. What? That's another vessel in my eyes, fam.
Oh my! On my eyes, I've actually got tears.
Actually, bro, the cat. My cat didn't even cover it up. What the hell, yo? Nah. Yeah, see my cat. She's going outside after this stream. Sorry, you lot. Sorry about that. You lot. Sorry about that because that. Good thing it wasn't the big screen. The good thing I wasn't the big screen, innit?
You're just hating that because you're not laughing with us. Oh mate,
my nostril, bro. How about this? I was in pain. Instead. Still, let's get back to the football. Let's get back to the football. Yeah, no.
Nice. I got my Chelsea ticket. Sick, came through.
Hold on. Where are Brentford? Just quickly, where are Brentford now?
They're down there, boy.
Are they what Chelsea with their mid? See, what is Chelsea hype, fam? Look at these fuckers, blood. Look at the highest they can go is 8th. The highest they can go is 8th. Leave me alone. Look at this. Leave me alone, man. Just leave me alone. Honestly, just leave me alone.
Who they got next? They got Newcastle away next, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a big game. That's a big game still. That's a big game. But Newcastle's injuries, they're looking like they can get beat by anyone. Their home form is gonna have to try. They're gonna have to try to save their home form.
They might have Søren Botman and Isaac back for that game. I think it's a maybe. It's a possibility.
Yeah, I do. Bro, listen. I was literally going Chelsea like for the last 3 weeks, bro. So, bro, I gave Chelsea a chance against City when no one else did. I gave you a chance against Arsenal when no one else did. Come on, man. I respect you, man's thing, but getting results just ain't you lot's forte, innit? 3 points just ain't part of your forte. You know
I knew the guy sent off.
It's true. And Tottenham, I'd still said they were getting something out of Tottenham as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones. But listen, people, make sure, let's actually get into the actual talk of the town. True blue. Hey. Quiet. They need to know about all that. Big up, make sure you're smashing the like button. We've got 130 people in the house right now, and we've only got 37 likes. So guys, stop what you're doing right now. Smash the like button. We should at least be on 50 to 70 likes. So stop what you're doing, stop being stubborn, and please hit the like button. It is free. Don't cost nothing. It helps the channel, helps build up our family. So again, really, really appreciate it if you do smash that like button. Kaz.
Yo.
First thing that we want to talk about, Arsenal have strong interest in 2 key players. One being Ruben Neves, whose availability has come to the forefront. And of course, they are still very much interested in Ivan Toney. And there is obviously knock-ons for knock-ons where Chelsea look like they're more interested in Victor Oshimen than Toney. Obviously, that could sway Ivan Toney towards Arsenal. As I said, you never know quite which way it will go. But let's just talk for now. Ivan Toney and Arsenal, and Ruben Neves and Arsenal.
The Ruben Neves one's interesting, yeah. So that if they get Ruben Neves, that just means they're looking at what? They're looking to put Rice in the 8 or somebody that can switch over, because they were also looking at Douglas Luiz, if you remember. But I think Ruben Neves won't cost as much as Douglas Luiz. But then again, even if it's Saudi or not, they're not paying something like 40 to 50 million for Ruben Neves. So they're going to want their money back.
Yeah.
He's been there for 6 months, and then you have to question, why did you go to Saudi in the first place? Everyone knows why, obviously. I don't think he would. But why does he? I want to ask, why did he want to leave? Why did Ruben Neves want to leave in the first place? It's you've not even been there for that long. Maybe last year or the year before that year, I would have said, yeah, Ruben Neves is a good target to have. But is he really going to put Arsenal from here to there? In terms of options in the DM, I would have him over Jorginho all day long. But if you're going to spend 55, 60 million on him, what's the point if he's just going to be a backup? Do you know what I mean? Unless you're actually looking to build a future around Neves, Declan Rice, and Erdegaard, which in theory can work because he's actually if you're looking to dominate a game that can pass forward, then Neves is your man. But I think you need a little bit more than that. You know what I don't like about Neves is off the ball stuff. His off the ball stuff is horrendous. Yeah, go look at it. If you don't believe me, go look at it. I've seen it enough times with my own eyes. Stats back it up as well. Off the ball is horrendous. So which one do you want to do? I don't know. I think they should be targeting. If you're going to get someone, I think they need someone more proactive like Douglas Luiz. You know, someone that can get around the pitch a little bit better. And all he is a screen. But look, DM is a really vital position, or the 8. I think Neves is an okay buy, but I don't think it should be the buy for them. And I don't know, with the whole Newcastle PIF, loan situations and all the rules and the new ruling that might come if he gets voted in. Yeah, like I don't know where it's going to be, but I think he ends up at Newcastle. He looks more like a Newcastle sign. They're already robust. They've already got legs around him. That's why it kind of suits Newcastle maybe a little bit more, because I think about the way Wolves used to play. So it kind of suits Newcastle more, but that's Newcastle. This is Arsenal. I think Douglas Luiz makes more sense, but I don't know how much he'd cost at the same time, but I'm pretty sure it might be a similar fee. You know, even you lot should be looking at someone like Douglas Luiz potentially as a DM situation.
Douglas Luiz. I'll take Douglas Luiz. I'll take the other one as well, Kamara. You know what I'm saying? I think with Ruben Neves though, I think there's similarities to Jorginho. I think he's a little bit more.
That's why.
You know what I mean?
That's the one. That's the way I look at it as well. It's just like, what major upgrade is there from Neves and Jorginho except age?
Hold on. Let's ask the Arsenal fans in the chat specifically. Obviously, if you're not Arsenal, you can still answer this question in the chat. Guys, who do you think's better, Jorginho or Neves? Ruben Neves. Right now. Like right now.
It's the same thing.
I just think they're NPCs of each other. I think they're the same. I think Jorginho is probably a little bit more tidy, and Neves has probably got a bit more of a strike on him. He's got a bit more set piece specialist.
Definitely stronger than him.
He's stronger as well. But I think Jorginho is a bit graceful with the way he goes about his game. I think that's fair to say.
It's a mid-off, G.
Yeah, guys, let us know. I just want to see something in the chat. And I'm not going to put it as a poll because I don't think it requires a poll. But yeah, let me know with that one, because I think that's because I think
you got to start questioning the recruitment though. The thing is, we do this for other clubs, yeah, and I know there's going to be a couple or few Arsenal fans in here, but you have to really look at your recruitment if you're actually targeting someone like Neves. You know, someone that actually hasn't even. The thing is, he's got to get back up to date or playing with good players again, because he's in a worse league. You know, this is what I'm saying. You got Kai Havertz. The last thing you need is another Kai Havertz type situation or another Jorginho type situation of last year. Even though Jorginho cost him peanuts, and Neves is going to cost what they paid, obviously, because he's got to deal with them. I'm just thinking along them lines. It's just you got to start questioning recruitment. Is this really the guy? Like, you need a first teamer, by the way. We don't, not a second teamer. We're not talking about someone that can cover Declan Rice. We're talking about a first teamer here.
Yeah.
When you come up against Neves, a Declan Rice, and a Erdegaard, does that really strike fear into your hearts? That's what you're gonna have to. Yes, what you're gonna have to question.
Mateus Nunes has been declared clinically unfit for the 2 games. Oh, interesting. City just pulling their strings. I don't think he's injured. I don't know if to believe that. But they're breaking news there. Judging by the chat, I think the chat rate Jorginho slightly higher, to be fair.
Yeah, it looks like that as well.
Neves is people say Neves is more athletic, but Neves isn't like quick out. Neves is quite slow as well.
He's quite bulky.
Yeah, I think he's stronger on the ball.
Yeah, Jorginho's more tidy. He's more press resistant as well. Don't get me wrong, Neves. Why? You have to ask again. Why has another big club never come in for him? There's been plenty of opportunity. It might be just
Neves has been linked to big clubs.
Yeah, linked, but never went. Linked,
yeah, of course he never went. But I think if he doesn't go Saudi, a bigger club definitely picks up Ruben Neves, bro.
I'm not too sure. You know. Yeah, I don't think. I can't see it. I think it's a garbage signing for Arsenal. A good signing for someone like Villa. A great signing for like Everton. But Arsenal, I just think that's a little bit meaty. I think they need someone that's also another athlete in their midfield. Personally, if you're going to get rid of someone like Partey, go get another athlete. You know what I mean by athlete, by the way, right?
Yeah, like again, because the thing is, I think
athlete,
I do get rid of. I do think that with Arsenal, I think the reason there might be links to someone like a Neves is because Partey for me is probably gone next season. I think they've probably had enough of his fitness, and I think if Partey goes Saudi, I think they could still get maybe a 30-40 million for him at the end of next season. I think if they do sell him to the Saudi league, but this is where I kind of question the recruitment as to where. I've actually, but hear it this way. Hear this. I've just kind of thought of this now. Neves is more of an 8 than Jorginho is. So are they kind of thinking Neves in an 8 and Rice sits as the 6 once Partey goes at the end of the season? That could work.
An 8.
It doesn't stink. It doesn't stink. With Arteta's style of play, it wouldn't stink. But it wouldn't be groundbreaking. Yeah, it wouldn't stink.
Neves is a deep line playmaker, bro. That's always been his role. Where it's 8. Look at where the 8s play. Look at where the 8s have played going forward. Is it a deep line playmaker or is it a playmaker type role? It isn't. Because Erdegaard's a playmaker as an advanced 8. So why do they need another one? They already got Declan Rice. The thing is, what is Declan Rice? The question is, what is Declan Rice? Is he an 8 or is he a 6 in Arteta's mind? No one knows because he played both roles. Maybe he's covering for one. But as far as we've seen, he's better in a 6 for now this season because he's done his best work there, in my opinion. Right? So why are you not looking at 8? Why are you going to look at it as a backup player in January when you don't need that? You need a first teamer to go and win the league and potentially another one, whether it's Ivan Toney, which we haven't even got into yet. See, again, this is what I'm saying. For me, Neves is a 6 that can play 8, but you don't want a hybrid type situation. They need a proper, just an out-and-out box-to-box 8 that's going to get you up and down the pitch, like a Manu Kone, or maybe a Kefrim Turam if you want a younger profile. Maybe you need someone else. There's plenty of names out there that you can go and get. You know, João Neves from Benfica, there's another good profile there. I don't know. I don't think Onana's the situation for them. If man said Calvin Phillips, mad. Yeah, what's the point? You might as well go buy Calvin Phillips than Neves. What's the difference, Mons? Yeah, no, be honest. No, be honest. What is the difference? I'd rather Phillips over Neves.
Nah.
It's the exact same player, bro. They're deep line playmakers and can play destroyer roles if need be.
I'd say Phillips can do the destroyer role a lot better. He's more athletic and he's more physical.
So he's got more to his game, and he's got more to his game.
I think he's got a bit more to his game. I think Neves is more cute and more suits Arteta's style of play than maybe a Calvin Phillips would. But Calvin Phillips, it's about I don't know with Phillips, man.
No, man, I can't lie. No, because it's not let's be real. Neves ain't comment at Arsenal. No, it's not an irrelevant convo. Go look at the links on Twitter. You'll go see Helen. He's been strongly linked with you, man. Yeah, that's a fact. So it's not dead in the water. The thing is, if Neves was a signing in the summer for Arsenal as a backup 6 to maybe Rice, I'd hear it. I'd be like, you know what? I hear it. If the price maybe might be 35 million, 30 million or something. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's shrewd business for me in this market. But as a first teamer, or maybe even looking at him as a squad player, if you're going to buy him as a squad player, for me, that's meaty. That's dead. You got to start questioning what are you looking at, because last year you're looking at trying to get a Mudryk for bare peas. You pulled out of it. You could have got somebody else that could have pushed you towards the title, and you didn't do it. So are you going to do the exact same thing 1 year later? You're hearing it?
I don't know, man. I just think the Calvin Phillips thing's a bit wild from you, man. I think that was a wild one. That's the wild one.
It's not a wild one because you're looking at him as well.
Yeah, but no, not me. My representatives, not me. My reps. My representatives. It's not me. I ain't. My eyes are over there. You know what I'm saying?
He's not dead. He's just been in a dead situation.
I've not even said that Calvin Phillips is dead, but the fitness, I'm just not really trying to deal with the stuff that comes outside of it all with Calvin Phillips. But I'm just thinking right now, if Ruben Neves is kind of played as an 8, and remember when Arsenal, I'm just looking at it from a Arteta perspective and trying my hardest to look at it from an Arsenal perspective. With Arteta's style of play, sometimes the centre mids are either bombing forward or they're kind of made to be deep line playmakers as well because they have the ball in the opposition half. So if they've got Rice sitting and Neves is kind of pulling the strings and Odegaard is kind of free to do what he wants, I don't think that's mad. I think that's an all right way of looking at things. It's very specific, though. It's very specific. I don't think it's the best Arsenal midfield, but I still think the whole Xhaka and Odegaard was like a perfect mesh in it. I thought that was
but the thing is, what Xhaka though? Xhaka was more. It was deemed he's not a DM. He can play there, but he's more of a box to box. And the thing is, he gets involved with the goals. Like he gets involved.
Yeah, but Neves got a rocket though. Why are people forgetting Neves got a rocket, bro?
You know what I said? Involved with the goals, meaning in play and everything. When it comes to Neves, that was never his role. He might have a long range banger or two here and there, but so does Fabian Schär. So
I think
what's the
that
difference?
Wolves didn't see it because he's playing for Wolves. No disrespect to
Yeah,
Wolves.
no, I
he's
hear
playing
it.
for
The two-man
Wolves.
midfield is difficult with João Moutinho, who's old as well. I hear it in that part. I hear it.
Them
But
man can
we're
get
talking
forward
about
in my
a proper
opinion.
box to box to get involved with the play. You need someone a little bit less robust and someone a little bit like more nippy. There are shackers in the world, G. Ball carriers, people that get involved in the play. You know, someone that's got a bit of aggression to them. There are plenty of those in the world. I'm pretty sure there is. Someone that's just going to get up and down the pitch and still be effective. That's not Neves. Neves excels in one area, which is more the deep lions play of the field rather than up the field. And Declan Rice, same thing. Again, you have to sometimes question when he goes forward, is he that guy that's going to do it? I think he can do it, but is that his best role? Do you want a specialist or do you want someone that's actually good in a role only? See, again, they're just questions, and you have to question little bits and bobs. Oh, damn that! Yeah, yes.
Big up, honestly. Big up, honestly, for the two with the donation. He says, if they sign Neves, Smith Rowe will leave for Villa, maybe on loan, I think, but we'll have to see. It's a free Smith Rowe thing right now. Obviously, big up Roms in the cut. Obviously, we're just kind of talking about just to fill you in. We're obviously talking about Ruben Neves, and obviously we're going to move on to Ivan Toney in a second. But yeah, Ruben Neves kind of his links to Arsenal, and me and Kaz were kind of just like, well, is there a massive difference between him and Jorginho? Like, if you're talking about prototype style of play, I think maybe one's maybe a bit better on set pieces, but the other's a bit more graceful on the ball. They're neither here nor there.
No, I was just literally just listen to what Kaz was saying. I think he's spot on that. They're gonna kind of,
you know what? Don't let. By the way, chat. Do not let Roms fool you. Roms will agree with me on screen, and it will say a whole different thing on another channel. Go backwards, fam.
that's only about United. I don't say a whole different stuff on another channel. But
defense is only doing well this season because of Alisson. That's it.
Oh.
He said it.
No, but I've been saying that. I've said it's not solely down to offense. I think it's Alisson. We're conceding chances.
Oh my word! If
Alisson's the reason.
And Van Dijk.
If Arsenal get Zubimendi, I'm going to be fuming, bro. I don't think he wants to leave from Spain, but TBG, no joke, Zubimendi, shout. Very good shout. If they look at it.
You've got to be very careful with those type of signings, because I remember the hype over Fabio Vieira. Like, I was so hot when Arsenal got Fabio Vieira, you know. I remember I was hot when they got Fabio Vieira. And now it's just the squad.
Same.
Like,
You were saying anyways,
no, back on to Neves. Like, I just think he's deep line. Yes, good at set pieces. He does have an eye for goal, but I think if Arsenal was to sign him, you won't see much difference in the way they play now. And when they sign him, they'll just have more strength and depth in set pieces. But I don't think they should sign him, man. I don't. And the thing is, you've got to kind of question his mentality as well. He went over there for the bag, spent 6 months there. His family's set now. And now all of a sudden he just wants to come back. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I don't think it'll be a good signing for them, to be honest. I don't think it'll be a good signing.
I don't know if I had a little bit of a I did Maradona. I did rate Vieira still.
And quickly, you two, do you think he's defensively great?
Who?
No, off the ball,
Neves.
No, but this was my point, Rose. The point I made, I said the only way I see Neves to Arsenal working is if they already know in their head that they're going to offload Partey, they're going to offload Thomas Partey in the summer, and Declan Rice is cemented as Arsenal's 6, and then he goes and puts Neves in the 8, which is more than capable of doing. Because remember, João Moutinho, he was in the pivot with João Moutinho, and Neves would be a bit more forward, I think, than Moutinho.
Wait, Mons, I just got what you said there. Don't you think it will be January, or you think they'll keep Partey?
Well, I don't think it really matters. Whether it's January, we don't know how much he's going to play between January and summer anyway. Whether it's January or the summer, like, if Declan Rice becomes Arsenal's sole 6, with maybe a Jorginho as a backup 6. If Neves is brought in, I believe Arteta's probably seeing it as he's bringing Neves in as an 8 and wants to utilize his set pieces and the fact that he does have a very good shot, and going forward he is better than some of the guys that they've got. I think yes, Kai Havertz is okay in the role, but he's more of a passenger. I'm not saying Neves is going to be this box-to-box guy, but he's more than capable of playing in the 8. And if you've got the balance with Ødegaard and you've got Ruben Neves for the set pieces as well, I think it's I'm not saying it's a better and more secure dimension for Arsenal, but it's not crazy to think that Declan Rice sitting and moving Neves into the 8 can't work, because look at the way Arsenal have the ball and the way they camp players in their own half. even if you are an 8, unless you are Odegaard, who's given the free role to link up with Saka, link up on both sides outside the box, you are probably going to have Neves sitting and pulling strings from a deep line. He's still going to have a similar role to Wolves where he'll be deep line playmaking, because when you camp a team in their own half, one of the 8s is probably going to be dictating the ball through that with that deep line role. And I don't think that's crazy to say, with Rice having to be more reserved and more focused on breaking up play and sustaining possession. So I don't think Neves is like, when you look at it, say, oh, well, there's no difference between Neves and Jorginho. I agree with that. But if Jorginho is more of a 6 and Neves is an 8, and they don't play at the same time, I don't think it's crazy. I don't think it's about signing. I think that can work. I don't know. Maybe
Again, like, obviously, you don't want to talk about Neves forever, but I'm just thinking, does it scream like, you know, we got to look at it like this. Even Arsenal fans got to look at it like this as well, in your own opinions as well. It all sounds good when you say low key. It's all good when you say like it can work. It's all good when you say, yeah, it's all right. Like it's good. But we're talking about wanting to be the elite. Is it elite? Now ask yourselves that. Is that an elite? Is that as a first team midfield, not as a backup option, as a first team midfield, is that elite? Is that good enough?
It's like, I wouldn't say it's elite, but it's balanced.
No, I hear it. No, I hear it. That's what I'm saying. It's balanced, but is it elite? I can put bare names together. It's balanced, but it's not elite.
Bro, balance is being better than elite players.
No. But it's not about having elite players. I'm talking about, is the balance elite? That's what I'm trying to get across. Is it really that? Because it's not. It's balanced. It's good enough to go hit games. But when we're talking about beating the best of the best, it's not elite, bro. It's not an elite balance. It could be, but it shoulda, woulda, coulda. It needs to be more concrete for me personally, and that's opinion.
I think Neves would suit your club more than he'll suit an Arsenal.
No chance.
Nah, man.
What do you mean no chance? I think Neves would suit United.
Our midfield is so unbalanced in turn, right? We lack so many different profiles that you can never put 3 players together that makes it. Look, it seems good on paper, but it's not. Like, we need technical security for one. Then we need a bit of PNP in there at the same time, which we do lack, and low center gravity type players. Like, bro, we've got a few here and there, but it's not good enough. They're average at it, right? We've got a guy who treats the ball like a bomb. He's not good at nothing else. We've got one who's
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, they got a guy that's on a tinker, bro. That's technically secure, but everything else is not good in PNP. We got Kobe, who's just a prospect who's pretty much meant to be an all-rounder, but it hasn't been given any sort of chance yet. And you look at the other centre mids, you got an athlete or you could say there is PNP there, Scott McTominay, but guess what? Average. But there's no technical security in there because it's only one technical. Well, technically, there's 2 technical security players, 3, but they play 2 similar. They play in similar positions. Does that make sense?
No, I hear it. When you put
if you ask me DM, you got Kobe and Amrabat, they're not going to play on the same pitch together because it won't really work. And then it can, but it won't. And then you got Ericsson. That's your 3 technical security players. And then you got Mason Mount, technically secure, but everything else is average. It's just not. It's not a good profile.
I hear you. Actually, cool. This one I need to hear from your perspective because I thought Neves would be decent for you. If the overall balance.
Too slow, man.
Yeah. And that's why I think also he could be a detriment to Arsenal because one thing Xhaka's very good at doing, let's say in his last season, I'm speaking about his tenure at Arsenal overall, but the last season at Arsenal, he was good at defending, he was good at going the other way. I can't remember his goal contribution, but did he hit double digits in the league in the end? Or was thereabouts? But that's the only thing with Neves. I wouldn't say he's as defensively secure. I think he's ill-disciplined. This guy picks up yellows for free. And I was at a few games for Wolves where he even picked up a yellow and he's still not moving cautious. I just don't think Arsenal. Imagine if it's a high octane game and he loses his head in a crucial game for Arsenal in the run and then gets sent off and whatnot.
If we really want someone that's a like for Xhaka, you got to go for his partner that he currently has, Palacios. In my opinion, if you really want to do away
from Leverkusen,
100%.
I've not watched much of him. Still, I've not watched much of him.
Such a good player. But if you again, it depends if they want to bring that back or they're looking at a different direction. Look, for all I know, Arteta might have looked at the season as a little bit different and said, "I want to play this sort of way." Barella, see another one. That's a brilliant name. See, that's the top name. Barella is 100% that guy. He's another one that plays like Xhaka, to be fair, where he plays a bit more in the wide space rather than inside. And when he does go Ranger. So that's who I want at my club personally. Not going to get him. I want him. Verts. I want loads of players. I want João Neves. Loads of these players. And we're going to get them? Probably not. But we'll see. But look, I think even... Yeah, you know what? Paquetá is such a sick shout. That's such a sick...
I said, don't go near him.
NFC Aaron, that is an amazing shout. For what he's doing for West Ham, could do exactly the same for Arsenal right now. Good shout. Good shout.
You know what it is, Kazda? I think clubs are just cautious. I don't know if that investigation is done or whatnot, but I just think they're moving cautious.
No, it's done. It's done. I think
cool. I think he'll be off definitely in the summer. He'll be off.
That's why City are waiting.
Oh, is it? I don't think you're going to get him.
That's what I thought. Because if it was done, this was the point I was about to make. If the investigation was done, I reckon clubs you'll be hearing so much more on Paquetá right now. So I knew there was something brewing, because I was going to say, if it was done, he's definitely gone in the summer and potentially gone in January. But then you'd have to break the bank. West Ham will probably play hardball. Don't really know if that one, but Paquetá will definitely be gone. And the minute that investigation's done, and if he doesn't get found guilty, he'll be off straight away.
Yeah. You know what? Moving off the Neves stuff, I know Mont said it before about Ivan Toney. I don't know if you saw Roms in it, but Ben Jacobs has basically said that Chelsea are not looking at Ivan Toney as much of an option because they don't like the profile, especially everything that's surrounded him.
Just before we move on to Ivan Toney, by the way, I've got another super chat from Honestly as well. He goes, Rom spawned in as soon as Arsenal was mentioned. Just wanted to throw that one in there. Big up Honestly with that one. Also, poor from me, but the tweet is now out as well. So guys, if you can do, the tweet is right there. I pinned it as well. If you have Twitter, please remember to follow us on Twitter and make sure to retweet this as well. So let's get as many retweets as we can, especially if there's so many people. Drop a quote tweet on what you think of the episode so far, drop a reply and drop a retweet and all that good stuff. So make sure to follow us on Twitter as well. And of course, there's 217 people in the house at the moment, and we're actually sitting on 75 likes. Now, if someone asked me who I could relate that to, I'd probably say Mason Mount open play, Højlund in the Premier League.
I was just about to say that.
You know what I'm saying? So again, people, what we need to do right now is stop what we're doing and smash the like button. If we're on 220 people in here right now, then 100% there should easily be about 120 likes. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Let's not be lazy with it. So yeah, smash that like button. And also, we're 20 subscribers away from 7,100 already. So if you like what you're seeing and you want to obviously get involved and get creative, because again, there's going to be a time where you guys need to get creative with the names. Again, drop a subscribe as well. And also subscribe to Never a Foul, who's in the title. You wouldn't even have to come off the stream. It is literally in the title. So just to move on to Ivan Toney with Arsenal, and this is obviously going to lead to the next point of OSHIMEN and Chelsea. We won't spend too long on Ivan Toney to Arsenal because we have spoke about it many times, but I kind of want to get is that the most in-demand thing that Arsenal need right now to plug in any gaps in their squad? Or do you think maybe it's the goalkeeper issue with Ramsdale, or we may be looking at the midfield option with Neves? Because I'm looking at Toney, I'm thinking, does he complete the puzzle for Arsenal? I don't think he completes the puzzle, but I think he offers something different. And I'm leaning towards thinking that Gabriel Jesus is now becoming injury prone. And I didn't want to get to that, but over the last year and a half now, I feel like he hasn't played enough football to be relied upon. Maybe that's me. I don't know. I don't think he's played enough.
You know what I was saying, right? At the start of the season, there was this illusion that Arsenal needed a backup striker to win the league and that. And I always said I don't think they do, because I was with you, Mons. I didn't want to accept that Gabriel Jesus was injured, and I thought, you know what, it's just here and there, but he won't have another sustained injury. And I thought if Saka and Martinelli can replicate their previous season, you don't necessarily need that 20-goal a season striker. We've seen City do it with a false nine. We've done it with Firmino, where Salah and Mane are getting all the goals. Yes, they're a bit more ahead in their careers. Yes, they're in their prime and whatnot. But I think if you've got two wide men that put up the numbers Saka and Martinelli did last season, Arsenal didn't necessarily need one. But now Gabriel Jesus, let's be honest, is proven that he is injury prone. And this guy can't play 10 consecutive games. They now need, I think it's now a priority for 100 million. I know some people just say pay up. They just say pay up. If he's going to improve your team, pay the money. But for 100, I don't know, man. But then Arsenal fans might look at it. He improves us straight away. I genuinely believe. Do you not remember there was that season when Lukaku and Benteke played 19 games? They played half of the Premier League season. I think they got between 17 and 20 goals. They basically got a goal a game, right? I think Tony will have that similar impact with Arsenal. I think if Tony was to play enough games, I think he can have a similar impact. And remember, it's Euro year. He's going to have that incentive as one. He'll be hungry because he's not played most of the year, and two, he's going to want to break into that team. It's probably Southgate's probably looking at it, him, Wilson, and Kane as the out and out nine. So I think he'll have something to prove. I personally don't think he's worth that 100 million if that's true, but Arsenal fans might say, you know what, he will improve us, and if that 100 million means they win the league, they will not care. If he's that last part of the jigsaw, that means they win the league, they're not going to care at all. But I think it's too much. Ivan Toney's worth 60 million max. I don't think any more than that, bro. It's going crazy. But
yeah, but
English,
that's gonna get inflated though because of obvious things, like in terms of
yeah.
He might bet on himself.
In the January window, I feel like that's gonna be.
I said he might fail this, so you're cheeky.
Man said, man bet on how much it's gonna be worth. Do not kill me.
I mean, the people don't know that, but Jermaine Defoe did it.
How many? Cool. Let's say Tony does arrive at Arsenal. Let's say Tony does arrive at Arsenal in January. How many goals does he get in the chat? How many goals does Ivan Toney get?
5
in the chat right now. How many does he get?
5, 6. No, maybe 7. He gets 7. Do you know why?
From
Is
January,
this all competitions?
No, I'm thinking
just Prem.
I'll say just Prem. Let's say just Prem. Let's make it be.
The only reason why is because you know how long it's going to take for him to get going. It's going to take. He's going to need his own little preseason. It's going to take a good what? What do you think? It's going to take at least 7 weeks, 6-7 weeks, maybe even 6 to 8.
Has he been allowed to train?
Yeah, he's allowed to train, but you're allowed to train. But then there's, you know what it's like with Matt Sharpness with doing a preseason. Yeah. It takes ages, bro, to get to sharpness, and then you got another international break in March. Yeah, you know what? I think he starts hitting. If he is to go, he starts hitting around March period, maybe April, and that's when he comes alive. I think he is the missing piece for them, but I'm not going to say I'm sold on it because you know what is? It's always going to be the big if he even makes that good transition into a high pressure club. Well, do you know what I mean? He might get frustrated. Maybe once you are right, to be fair, it comes across as a character that comes across like he's ready for a situation. Do you know what I mean? And I think he does because he I was going to say he bets on himself, literally does, but fully backs
himself.
But the thing is,
you man are dread.
my whole argument is just like when you think about aerial threat, link up play, finishing alone. The only thing that he doesn't excel for Jesus is link up play, in my opinion. But when we talk about different types of link up play, like through the air and all that kind of stuff, like we think of David Raya, what's his strength when he goes to pinging obviously long balls, and all that kind of stuff. Then it kind of suits it. I think he does kind of fill that void on paper.
You're talking about Paxton or Tony?
Tony
backing themselves.
Oh my god!
You know, I'm gonna say.
Imagine getting Paxton and Tony. We talk about the bet.
You'll be tits flying all around.
Tits flying all around.
You know, I'm gonna say about 8 goals. I'm gonna say about 8 goals if Arsenal was to sign him, because the thing is, it's all dependent on Gabriel Jesus. Let's say we know he's injury prone now, but let's say he happens to just go on a long clean run. Tony's probably going to get the last 10-15 minutes of games.
Jesus, remember, this is his words, so he needs to back his own words now. Do you remember this? I think he was on Brazil international duty. He said he doesn't care where he plays for Arsenal. He just wants to win. So he might be the solution to being the backup.
But then, didn't he say before he signed to Arsenal he wants to be the main number 9?
He said that at first, and then he made a different statement a couple months ago, whenever it was. He just wants to win. He'll play any way he needs to for Arsenal. I still back myself when I say this, yeah. Jesus could be the left centre mid that they need. I'm telling you that now. He's not weak. Yeah, he's a battler, bro. He's not weak. I'm telling you now, he could play that 8 role. Easy. Watch.
I remember you said at the start of the season. You actually said it.
The thing is, you know why he's not stupid yet? Before you do this super chat, Mons. If he thinks Havertz can do that role, what do you think Arteta's not thinking that Jesus could potentially do that role as well? Just letting you know that, by the way. Who's putting it past Arteta to not try that?
boy, let me read this super chat. Big up Honesty with another super chat, bro. You know we appreciate you, man, every single time. He goes, question for the boys. I don't think LFC signing midfielder because Klopp will say I got Bicetic and Thiago like he did a couple of seasons ago with Ox and Naby. I think we are only getting a centre back. Honestly,
I think the opposite.
Honestly, I mean, I don't know, man. Please don't speak this into that. Please.
Do you agree with that one?
Yeah, I do. I'm leaning on the fact I don't want to believe it. But what he's saying is
the comments. Mr. Lincoln that just roasted me in the comments, fam.
What?
Maradona, yeah.
No, not
what I can't lie once. Oh, go on.
Oh, no, bro. All I'm saying is that he's got a point. Like I'm talking off of hope. He's talking off of logic. Who am I to?
No, shoot. But then let me chuck this in today, Ed. I think it's the opposite. I think we get a DM and we don't get a left centre back. But the reason I'm saying we're gonna get a DM, I think we will, is because it's evident, bro. The bid for Caicedo, Klopp wanting Tchouaméni, bro. He knows that's a glaring hole in our team that he needs to fill, bro. And I do feel but I do feel we're actually going to get a DM. And this isn't even hope. I just feel like Klopp's going to put pressure on FSG. It might not be the one we want. Bro, Mons, when I say a DM, I'm not speaking about maybe a world-class or top-class DM. Maybe it's a little hidden gem that's for 20, 25 million that we don't know about. Either way, I do think we're getting a DM. I don't think we're getting a defender. This is what I think our fans need to get out of their heads. And that DM we do get, it's going to be the last week of the window. It's not going to be nice and early. It's going to be at the latter stages of the window, man.
Fair enough. Listen, but let's move on from the Ivan Toney and Arsenal stuff, and now let's move to the Victor Oshimen to Chelsea. It's been reported that obviously Chelsea are more that Chelsea are more interested in Oshimen than actually landing Ivan Toney. Now, this is the next question for the chat. Do you guys see Toney or Oshimen as who is the better suit for Chelsea right now, or for when during the window? I need that in the chat right now. I just want to see something quick. Who is the better suit for Chelsea, Oshimen or Ivan Toney? Let us know, and obviously we'll discuss it as well. We'll start with Roms because me and Kaz have slightly discussed this a little bit on Never a Foul. Make sure you go over and watch that stream that we've just done with me, Joe, Kunle, and Kaz as well. A very good episode as well. But Roms, what do you think? 250 people in the house right now, so stage is yours.
For Chelsea, I'm gonna say Oshimen still. I just feel like we know their track record with number 9s, but because I spoke to Kaz about this a bit yesterday, I do feel this is the one that could potentially bang for them. I think he will relish that pressure, knowing that Chelsea normally have a track record of number 9s that don't work. I don't think the price tag will really phase him. Yes, it's a different pressure to Napoli. They're a much bigger club. But I don't know. I can just see this working for some reason or another, bro. And Toney, I do think he could potentially crumble under the pressure. This is what I want to speak about with Arsenal as well. Yes, he played well, Brentford, 20 goal season in the Prem. Yeah, it's amazing. But we all know different pressure. Arsenal and Chelsea aren't Brentford, you know what I mean? And yeah, his ability is undoubted. But how many players have we said this about? They go to a bigger club and they crack under the pressure. I think Oshimen will deal with that a bit more, play Champions League football, won a league title. He is a winner. You have to say that. And I just think he'll suit that Chelsea team a bit more. Especially with their wing. Let's be honest, Chelsea actually have out-and-out wingers. A lot of teams have inside forward. For me, Sterling's an out-and-out winger. Yes, he's done the role for City where he's played that inside forward, but he will take a man to the byline. He'll get chalk on his boots. So would like a Mudryk. So, and I think if they're giving, it depends on the service Oshimen gets as well. Because would you rely on Sterling and Mudryk to give quality service? Not too sure. But I just think Oshimen will be a better fit for Chelsea than a Toney.
I can debunk this as well. Yeah, I think Cole Palmer. For me, for this, if we're talking on Chelsea alone, Cole Palmer has made it where you don't need a striker that needs to link up all the play anymore. And the way I was and I think Man City is the Man City or Darko. What did Darko tweet? That's what did yeah, Darko tweet. Let me check this quick. He's quite in the know. Can also confirm that look, because he broke it time. He said this yesterday. Can confirm Chelsea have made official contact with Victor's reps in the last few days in regards to a move. Might get in trouble for this, but it was too hot to keep to myself. Let's see what happens. And then he says, can also confirm now Oshimen wants Chelsea and Chelsea only. He will respect terms of any potential deal, but he has made his stance clear. Watch this space. He's quite in the know. He's legit. Like you always have them club rep, like the people, not club reps, but yeah, club reps, but they're not official journals. But there's always someone that knows someone. I think with Arsenal, that Edward Hayne or something like that might know a little bit more about Arsenal.
Is it that Eduardo Hagen guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Name is, and we got a couple as well. Everyone has one. I think Darko's like basically one of those in the know type guys, and he's legit. So if that's the case, the way I look at it, Oshimen's perfect for Chelsea, and I know we can go in the history of number 9s that haven't worked out. Doesn't mean that this one isn't going to work out. I think with this one, why Toney doesn't suit them anymore in terms of Chelsea is because I look at Chelsea and I just look at you just need someone that's in the box and in the box alone. Toney, I think, likes to explore. You don't need more explorers. You've already got Cole Palmer that can explore. Enzo
and Nkunku to come back. And Nkunku will probably drop in them pockets as well.
Nkunku as well. And I think Oshimen, they just need a box striker. That's why we were saying Vlahovic in the summer, because they need just someone that's in the box that can just go and get a tap in or something like that. Oshimen gives them a chance to actually cross the ball as well. That's what people don't understand. Tall strikers are underrated these days. Like that's why Darwin Nunez is actually underrated, bro. And I know you don't like him on the eye monster, and I know Roms you do, and it's two different spectrums, but it's the option that he gives them. The option he gives them is in behind, even when it's a close-up shot in the area. He's sick in the air, by the way, Oshimen. And whatnot, and just that pace and little bits alone. The only thing is tight spaces will be difficult for him. That's it. And can he stay fit? And the thing is, his injuries are not all that bad. He just has periods where he might be injured.
Like I said to you yesterday, though, Haaland was injury prone before he came City. Now he's hardly been injured. Like who's to say Oshimen comes Chelsea and he has that luck on his side where he doesn't really get one? You never know.
No one can ever call this guy the new Drogba. Drogba was techie in every single area. Every area, bro. Not one area. Drogba weekend. Technical ability.
The lazy narratives lazy narratives will tell you that Drogba
African striker, good in the air, okay, Drogba. That don't make no sense. I wouldn't say he's a Drogba. I'm not trying to get at no one, but he's not Drogba. Drogba's in his own lane.
I think Drogba's underappreciated.
There's 265 people in the house right now. Remember to like the video. We are currently on 96 likes with 260 people in the house. That is criminal. It is criminal.
That is still...
2 likes, 1 like of 100.
Yeah, but even 100 and having 255 people in the house is that's crazy. That is actually crazy. I'll be real. Yeah, guys, just at least 150 likes, 100%, guys. Make sure you just like the video. I don't even know what to say. But yeah, just to carry on the Oshimen thing, I'll say my piece on it. I think, and people, cool. I'm gonna be the unpopular one today. That's clearly the role that I'm gonna have to be playing today. Let's play Pantomime Villain. I don't think I think Toney's a better suit to Chelsea than Oshimen is. I think Oshimen is a better striker than Toney, and I'm not denying that. I think Oshimen is better at the moment. But for me, I think Chelsea are probably better sticking to someone who's played in the Premier League. I look at the chances that I reckon that Chelsea. Do you know what it is? I look at Lukaku at Inter, and when you look at Lukaku's time at Inter Milan and you look at Oshimen's time at Napoli, I don't think there's a massive difference between the two. They both won the league. They both scored within that 24 to 30 goal mark. I think I'd say about 35 goal involvements in each of their seasons. If you're talking G&A, their numbers are very similar. I think Victor Oshimen was better pressing from the front. And I also think that Lukaku's hold-up play in Serie A was better than Victor Oshimen's. Yeah. And even if you look at the start of this season, Oshimen has had the injury. He's got 6 goals in 8. And I think Lukaku has 7 in 9. I believe. So even now, Lukaku started to pick things back up again. When Lukaku moved to Chelsea, it was Chelsea are doing everything apart from having a man in front and to plug the piece in the puzzle. You know, right? Remember that was what everyone was saying, right? Can I?
It's true.
Right. So, and it's a similar thing now where Chelsea fans, not just Chelsea fans, but other fans are saying, you know, Chelsea need that striker because Jackson's not clinical enough. He's still raw. He still needs to improve. So for me, I don't think it's as black and white as saying that OSHIMEN coming into Chelsea changes the whole complexity of the club. Maybe when Nkunku's there, you can say that. I just don't think it's that simple because the last piece of the puzzle was supposed to be Lukaku. And the difference between that prime Lukaku and prime OSHIMEN ain't that big.
Yeah,
I'm not going to ask someone
No,
that
but then once you then,
it is though.
I was gonna say that with the Lukaku, correct me if I'm wrong, he was there under Lamps and Potter. Maybe not Potter actually. I think it was Lamps. Lukaku's on that. Tuchel. Sorry, it's a whole different style of play. I reckon this Pochettino Chelsea team would cater to Osimhen because them 1-on-1s Jackson's missing. Cool. It's not a definite that Osimhen finishes them, but he more likely would. He's just a better finisher, and I do think this Pochettino Chelsea team would cater to him a bit more, bro. I hear what you're saying about Lukaku. I do hear what you're saying, but that's a different setup, different players, different personnel.
For me, Chelsea are now playing a 4-3-3, and OSHIMEN is currently playing a 4-3-3. And yes, and OSHIMEN has more time to improve due to age, but Lukaku was playing a 3-5-2 at Inter, and so was Tuchel playing a 3-5-2.
Well, actually, to be fair, Chelsea play more of a 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
And that's where Nkunku will eventually end up going, is in that hole. The thing is, why I can't say Lukaku and that are the same, because they're not. Lukaku, you said Inter Milan, so I'm going to go off the Inter Milan one. He plays hold up. Like, he gets the ball and then he tries to roll a player. That's his game. No. Osman don't do that because you don't need to do that. At Chelsea,
more of a pressing from the front foot striker.
If you want to do stats, this is where stats become relevant, yeah? The way Chelsea's style is, you have to put them towards stats, yeah? When it comes to pressing and when it comes to possession, Chelsea are high above many, many teams, if not top 5, top 3 in the league as it goes. When it comes to that stuff, chance created as well. We go look at XG stats. This is where it becomes relevant because XG kind of tells you how many chances. But the thing is, the only thing it doesn't tell you what type of chances are. Now, if it goes to suit anyone, they don't need a hold up striker type player because I think they keep the ball well enough, right? That's why they got Cole Palmer. That's why they're gonna have Nkunku that comes in potentially, and let's see if he even rocks the boat a little bit. And
even Carney coming back.
If they've already got a good pressing team that wins the ball back very quickly, this probably allows pressure off of the midfield a little bit because Osman will run down and handle down, or whatever you want to call it, the centre backs, forcing them to literally play out quicker, forcing a mistake. So, and that's all he needs to do. What I've seen with Jackson looks more like a poacher. So when it comes to finishing, Jackson's not his greatest part of his game whatsoever. When it comes to strength, I think Jackson gets bullied a little bit too easy. But when it comes to poaching, Jackson's in the right place. Whether you see at Tottenham, whether you see at Man City, even the Luton game, poaching. So when you look at Osimhen, what he really needs to do, you need to be a bit more of a poacher if you want to succeed as a big boy striker. It's the way he can just, as I said, Benteke, Chris Smalling settings, just get a man off the ball in a bit, XL bully settings. And in the air, if there's a cross there, you know Osimhen's there as a target. If you got, that's another option. This is why I say in the box type striker, Osimhen succeeds for Chelsea on paper though, innit? But everyone has their rights to say, I don't see a difference. What's the difference between this, that, and that? But Rom's already said it, different styles as well, innit? Like the two cool Lukaku compared to what Pochettino's trying to do in terms of his style of play. He doesn't have his player dropping deep or trying to link up anything like Lukaku rolling in behind and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like that's why I say on paper, in theory, it sounds like Osimhen. You know what? The Kvaratskhelia could be there in Nkunku as well, the link up, because he can easily go on the left and do the exact same job. Twinkle toes.
Do you know what's mad as well? Do you know what's going to be cash money for Chelsea again if Reece James can stay fit? That Reece James to Osimhen, I think it's just going to literally be cash money. You know, at FPL when you keep seeing the assist, goal and assist, I can see Reece James just supplying Osimhen for fun, bro, for fun. If he can stay, if the both of them can stay fit, but mainly James.
Yeah, it might take
a lot of ifs. I don't know, man. For me, I think Tony's a better suit than OSHIMEN is, and I think history suits me than it suits any of you guys. We've seen better strikers than OSHIMEN come in and not thrive at Chelsea with more creative midfielders in the team.
Who?
and create awareness.
Who?
So
Let me know who. Other than Shevchenko, let me know who.
oh, that was the one I was going to go to. That was my first. That was the first one I was going to go to.
Morata,
Higuain had Hazard there.
he was already washed by then. Continue.
Okay, but still thriving in that league. Again, the season before that, he broke the record. But
Higuain came to Chelsea overweight and everything as well, by the way.
Yeah, he was definitely overweight. He was definitely overweight.
You could say Torres, but you arguably the injuries done him by that time.
Yeah, and confidence done him.
Yeah, confidence and injuries done him.
Yeah,
Morata had a decent little spell where he should have done well. He should have done well at Chelsea. He started okay.
Also, remember, Torres was trying to fight with Drogba at the time. Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Didn't Etu even come in for like a year as well?
Etu was old.
He dunked on us once. I remember at the bridge. He did the old man celebration.
Yeah, he did this one.
You know what?
I was fuming. You know what
the stream has proven to me? Mr. Link is actually a Chelsea fan and not a Liverpool one. Big time.
What makes you say that?
Come on, man. Mr. Link's running Mr. Link, I'm on to you, G. Nah, yeah, one of you, Roms. You're an Arsenal fan. He's a secret Chelsea fan. Already know it. Already know it, man.
My point is that, as I said, that even as I said, strikers as good as what we're seeing from Oshimen. For me, as I said, I've said on Never a Foul this first season, I don't think he gets more than 15 goals. I don't think that's disrespect. He still has the next season to blast off in the second season.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like for those who think he's going to complete the puzzle straight away, I don't think he transforms Chelsea into a title. I think there's so much more that needs to be done. I think the striker thing is probably the most. It's the most glaringly obvious. Man said I'm black, man. I can't have bigger job.
You know what? This is a bit of breaking news, but I don't know much of this manager. I know you know a bit of him, Kaz. You two probably already know about that. Gallardo, Marcelo Gallardo's gone out.
From Real?
He's gone Benzema in that Saudi team. He's just gone there.
I get your money, man. Get your money up. So I can get your money up, man. Chelsea.
Yeah, I just don't think he'll make the immediate impact that everyone's going to say. I think Tony's probably just a slightly better suit for Chelsea right now. But that's not to say Oshimen wouldn't do well.
This will literally bring them up the £1 billion mark, by the way. This will bring them up the £1 billion mark. But the thing is that how can they keep spending money? Because of amortization and how much of this people forget how much they generate in sales, by the way, Chelsea. People still owe them money.
Don keeps reminding me. Whenever I'll be like, will FFP work? He's like, Robs, we sold better, man, bro. We're completely fine. I always forget that.
Wages, the sales itself and everything, they've generated over 300 million in total off of wages of the books and all sorts. Trust me, they can afford it. And they're well within any rights. So
you know what, Kaz?
When you look at net spend, that their net spend is balanced. By the way, you know that, innit? Does people know this?
Don show me. You'll show me. I didn't know this before Don showed me. And Kaz, if you deep it, it's only going to get better because Maatsen, I think they're going to sell within the next year. Broha, I rate Broha, but I don't see a future for him long term at Chelsea. They're going to eventually sell him.
25, 20 million that he's going to go for.
Exactly. There's another one I had. Maatsen, Broha, and Lewis Hall. That's eventually going to turn into probably a permanent deal to Newcastle as well. That's probably what another 40, 50 odd million. I reckon Chelsea will try and extort Newcastle. That's nearly 100 million already in three of your.
Chalobah's gonna go.
Yeah, Chalobah as well, bro. Right, add Chalobah. That's probably about 130, 40 million from your academy alone. So
you know why they need to spend? It's because they need some sort of European football. Where I know it's not. It might not be Champions League, but even if it's Europa League, they need the. They need the European money. They need the European TV stuff and all that stuff that comes with it. They need it badly. Trust me, otherwise it will. Because don't get me wrong, they are in a safe. I know it gets a little bit boring kind of conversation, talk about money, Chelsea, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but in the end, if they don't get Champions League football within the next couple of years, they will be in trouble. And that's an actual fact, by the way.
Let's move on from the Chelsea stuff, by the way. Big up Jason McNeil for the super chat. He goes, -3 goal difference, worst attack in my life, man. Hey, how many goals is it across the front three? Is it 1 or is it 2? Is it 1? Rashford's got 1. Rashford's got 1. Højlund's got none. Of course, he's got none. Anthony's got fuck all.
I'm still in 6th. How about that? And once after next week, we're gonna be 3 points behind you. So yeah, whatever.
Yeah, and the week after that, it will go back to being. The week after that, it's going to be going back after that, and the week after that, we play you. Then it's going to go even more after that. So
GD hype. Who needs goal difference, bro?
Yeah, who needs goal difference?
Don't do that, Kaz, because 2012, how did you lose the title? Don't do that.
That don't count anymore. It's head to head now. It's head to head now.
Yeah.
Wait, they changed the rule. It's head to head over goal difference.
Yeah.
Are you sure? For Prem?
I don't know about all that. Someone in the chat.
I think that's only in Europe and other leagues. I think Prem.
I'm pretty sure
it's still goal difference.
Man, let's move on for a second. Big up the chat again. 260 people in the house right now, and obviously we are sitting on 120 likes. So let's get up to 150 likes. We're also 9 subscribers away from 7,100. The amount of people that have been subscribing this stream, again, it's Guerra! Sorry, sir.
This brother, man, honestly.
Wait, was that audio? Was that audio? Was you once? That sounded like an audio, bro. That sounded mad. That sounded mad.
Yeah, get actor, bro. Change the voice changes, bro. You know what I'm saying? But
quickly, this guy showing me. Sorry, I showing me's comment. That's not true. I don't think Rodri has 5 yellows. I think he's playing against us. I don't think he has 5 yellows.
Yeah, word. December 17th. Pick up Mr. Link for that super chat, especially. You know what I'm saying? D-Day. Anyway, yeah, so make sure we get to 150 likes. Let's get to 7,100 subscribers. We are about 7 away now. So again, for those who haven't subscribed, and for those who have, thank you so much, and keep subscribing as well. And let's get to 150 likes. The last thing I want to speak about, the last topic, Trent, the valuation of Trent. I've been punched, kicked, fly kicked, and all that sort of stuff.
Rodri's got 4 yellow cards. Sick.
Obviously, we spoke yesterday about Trent Alexander-Arnold being linked to Real Madrid, and obviously, it was like a price of around 80 million. And what's so crazy is that I obviously expressed my valuation of Trent Alexander-Arnold, and that Pacey. These lot cussed me out for it yesterday. I got called mad. I got cussed for it on Never a Foul just before. Make sure you go and watch that as well. So my question goes to you in the chat. What do you guys value?
What was your valuation? I've missed this. I don't know.
I'm getting there. Big up Jason Minot for the super chat. He goes, Rashford with 1 more than Sancho. Sancho ain't played since August. Big up Jason Minot for the super chat.
By the way, if you want to know, you want to give me an upset? Who was our last forward to score at Old Trafford? Before Sancho. The one.
Sancho. I know that stat.
Yeah.
Wait, when was that then? The back end of last season?
Something like that.
Flipping hell.
It's mad, bro. It's mad.
It was against who was against? I think it was against who was it? Was it Leeds? It might be Leeds.
When you battered them, innit?
No, we drew 2 at Old Trafford.
I'm thinking about the one at Ellen Road when you just smoked them.
Rashford missed an open goal at the end of the game, I remember.
Hold on a minute. Yeah, so okay, cool. So
it was Fulham. That was it.
All right. So yeah, wait, why are people selling spoilers? Listen, I'm gonna say it right now. I value Trent at 150 million pounds. That is my valuation of Trent Alexander-Arnold. I would listen to offers after 100, 110. I'll start listening. But if you want to talk money, 150 million for Trent Alexander-Arnold. You guys can think I'm crazy. Man can look at me funny. Bro, that is my valuation. And if you don't think I don't know. That's just the way I see it. And it's not because of raw football talent.
Who do you think will play that? If not play, who do you think will pay that? Because mine's not too far afield. I'll say about 120, but 150, bro.
Do you know why I say 150, bro? Do you know why I say 150? Because again, look at Trent. He's English, and he's 25, so he's got time on his hands, and he's got the English tax. Now, if you look at things on top of that,
there's no such thing as English tax.
All right, that's fine.
Especially when a foreign club's buying you, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's only if it's within the country.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. Well, I'm still going to carry on what I'm saying and what I think is 150.
I need to hear this logic because this is new to me, man.
I've seen Declan Rice go for 100 million. Yeah, I've seen Declan Rice go for 100 million. The first time he saw a Champions League football was 2 months ago, and he's 25 plus, right?
Yeah.
right? Now, I've seen Enzo Fernandez go for 100 million. I've seen Anthony go for 90 million. I've seen Jack Grealish go for 100 million. Yeah, and none of those guys have done anything near what Trent Alexander-Arnold has
Well,
done.
I mean, one won the
Now, Trent
treble. So
Alexander-Arnold, hold on now, Trent Alexander-Arnold was to go to Real Madrid. I feel like he'd not only be utilized as a wing back, but also as a midfielder. Because in that league, I think you're going to get more time on the ball. And Trent would probably eat off the time of the ball he'd get in a foreign league, as opposed to the Premier League. Now, to add on to that as well, some people are telling me, Monks, how can you say 150 million if he's a defender? No one wants to pay that money for a defender. I just said he can be utilized in midfield in another league where he gets more time on the
Sorry
ball.
to cut you much.
He
True
can
Blue K.
and-
True
and
Blue
the thing-
K.
hold on.
Big up True Blue K, but he's taking the piss. Man said without English tax, he's 60 to 65 million. Respect
No
Trent.
chance.
No way.
And hold on, let me. I'm just debunking the points. Now, the other point is people are saying that Trent cannot defend. Now, for me, look at what João Cancelo is doing at Barcelona. João Cancelo cannot defend, but the top teams in Europe look at attack
How much
first
did
with their wing backs before
How much he
defending. Marcelo was not a crazy defender. He could defend decently well, but he was all right. Do you know what I'm saying? But it was him going forward. When Danny Alves came to
I was
Barcelona,
just
from
about to say
Sevilla,
Danny
it was
Alves.
the same thing. And with age, his defending became a lot better.
Better,
Because Danny Alves for me is one of the best right backs to grace this game, if not the best. Do you know what I'm saying? So that is my reason. And another reason, the last one is that for me, Trent for me, I think is someone who's doing better than a lot of the people who are being worth and priced and quoted at 100 million. And before you guys say no one is going to pay that money for a defender, what has Vardio done to be worth 100 million?
All right, let me tell you for free. Yeah, let me. All right,
What?
Vardio.
No, I want the answer to that one first. Vardio was 100 million, and he had some World Cup hype and two okay seasons.
So right. One thing you haven't done yet. Yeah, Vardio was a centre back, not a left back. Even used as left back right at this moment in time. Centre backs are worth more than fullbacks. Yeah, whether you can say he plays in midfield, Bearman could have done it. Marcelo could have done that. It don't matter, bro. You're meant to, in this day and age, you're meant to play multiple positions. You should be capable enough anyways, yeah? Second of all, he's got 18 months left on his contract, Trent. So he's not going to get 150 million. So your valuation is already dead in the mud.
No. On the contract talk.
No. Once you've had your time. I'm saying, 18 months contract left. 18 months contract left. He's going to they're going to want him. Yeah. He's going to be playing right back. He don't need another guy that can play him before. They've already got Camavinga to do that anyways, if need be. They're already looking at Alphonso Davies. I'm not saying Trent's bad, by the way, because he's mint, bro. He's serious. If I was going to give him a price right now, I would say 100 million, bro. Like, just because of the contract. The contract, you have to consider the contract, yeah. Secondly, like, yeah.
Wait, would he become the world's most expensive fullback? He would for 100 million. You know what
it is? When it comes to the positions, yeah, the least expensive players are typically goalkeepers. The next in line are fullbacks. After that, you could say is you might get shrewd business. I mean, I'm talking about shrewd business, like just normal business, yeah. Then you could say maybe centre back, centre mid, probably the same. Then it goes to your wings and attackers. Always going to cost you more. Yeah. So I don't even want to compare to the Jack Grealishes and all this kind of stuff because that was just English tax, actual English tax. But for Real Madrid, if you want to lure him away on an 18-month contract, who's already won everything at Liverpool that he needs to, might want a new challenge, might want something else going on, might want a Galacticos type situation. The fans are a bit over there. No. But the
vice captain of Liverpool is a scouser.
It doesn't
That's what I was just about to say. Bro, Kaz, some players it does. I've always said, right?
Sunny Spain, Real Madrid, atmosphere, lifestyle, everything. Bro, sometimes players want to leave and it's okay. I'm not saying he wants to leave, by the way. There's no concrete proof that says he wants to leave, but he hasn't signed a new contract either.
That's what's worrying me because we opened talks with Trent. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mont. We opened talks with Trent in June, I believe. In June, and then he come out and said something like he wants to focus on his football or not. This is the only thing that's worrying me. It's taken about 6-7 months now, and he's still not signed. But
whatever contract he gets, bro, when he signs that new contract, obviously the price of the brick. I'm talking to you lot on my valuation of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Of course, with 12 months left, price is going to go down. But if we're talking my valuation of the player, my valuation of the player does not mean what I think Trent will go for if someone buys him.
It's your personal. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Valuation of
Mine's
Trent-
120. Mine's 120.
Mine is 150 because
1p.
there is no one that can do what he does where he
What?
plays. No one. No
£1
one.
fish, isn't it?
Anyway,
That was
no
a
one
dagger.
can do what Trent does from his position. No one. And for everyone that keeps saying Jordi Alba could defend, Marcelo could defend, Dani Alves could defend, these men were able to defend later on in their careers, bro. Like, and every single one of them are better going forward than they were defensively. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. Every one of them. Top clubs they've been doing the attack and fullback thing. Been doing it. You look at what Barcelona are doing with Cancelo right now. Right now.
Trent's already a LFC legend, man.
You lot can say I bumped my head, bro, but that's what it is. And when he signs a new contract, I'm saying,
Kaz, you know what you were saying, yeah?
He didn't bump his head. You burst your IG. That's what you did.
Wait.
yeah.
Kaz, you know what you were saying about like Sonny Spain, new challenge if you conquered everything. I hear that, but I think there's a certain like contingent of players that will stay at their club. Listen, I know some people might be like, oh, Arsenal need to start winning things to keep the likes of the Salibas, Sakas and whatnot. Saliba and Odegaard's and that I agree with because they didn't come through the academy and whatnot. But when that's all you've known from like age 7 or 8, bro, I think Saka will stay at Arsenal majority, if not all of his career. I think Rashford for United, majority, if not all his career. Foden at City will definitely be there. I can't see Foden going to any other club because they're always going to win for the foreseeable future. And again, he come through the academy. And I think Trent, for us, there's them certain pool of players that I just don't think will leave their club. And the only thing you can argue is if their club aren't winning things. But I think that can only relate to foreign players that are a young age that have come into your club because they're not going to care as much. But the ones that are through and through, I can't see Trent leaving. But if he was to, I think you have to start speaking at 120 and upwards. I don't think 100. I think 100 will be a diss to us.
Roms, don't let the crazy talk. Oh, once you fit your head, 150 is my valuation. I said we can open talks at 110. Open talks at 110. Let's start.
What do you think about my valuation, Mons? 120. Cool. If news come out that we sold it for 120, you obviously will be upset, but for the price, you'll be like, you know what? I hear it. We've actually got good money for him. For me, 150 is a bit too extortionate. Once
I think not. Fuck that, bro. He's a generational talent. He's won everything at 24, and you've got these fucking bums like Anthony, bums going for 100 million. You've got wingers who can't even secure first place in their team, and for 100 million, you've got a man who has World Cup at for 100 million. I'm seeing Enzo Fernandez and Declan Rice for 100 million.
Look what TVG says.
Bro, fuck that. Declan Rice didn't see a Champions League ball until yesteryear. Not even yesteryear, the other day. Man, bro, Declan Rice was looking at... No, fuck this. Full screen. Fucking full screen. Declan Rice was looking at a Champions League football like it was an infinity stone. He stood there in training and looked at it like it was an infinity stone. And he was 100 mil. I'm sorry, Trent Alexander-Arnold is worth more than that. I'm sorry, he's completed the game at 23 and he's showing no signs of slowing down. That man is worth 150 M's, bro. I'm telling you right now. I'm not fucking hearing it. Sorry. I got a bit.
That's it.
Anyway, let's get to the super chats. Big up, Jason McNoe goes, the only forward to score at Old Trafford. You mean? I think he's talking about the stat, the Jadon Sancho stat. And big up, honestly, as well for the super chat. Big up, he said, Robbo got more GA than your front line. Deep that. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. Robbo's injured as well. That's crazy. Big up, honestly, as well for the other super chat. He goes, I think Trent's brother securing a new contract. Trent ain't leaving. The boy from Liverpool is staying to become an LFC legend.
He's already a legend.
He's already a legend still.
He's already a legend. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, 100%. Man, wait, the Loons bark? The Loons bark? The Loons bark?
No, Loons bark's a bit different, bro.
Yeah,
that's definitely not the Loons bark.
That's not the Loons bark, though. I'm not gonna ask, man. That's my thing. Let's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I might have to put my little trademark on that one. Let's just say it, innit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen, people, we are gonna end it there. Thank you so much for jumping in today, guys. The chat has been amazing. Thank you for those who's obviously slapped their super chats in as well. Thank you for everyone that subscribed. Remember, we are 8 subscribers away from 7,000 at 7,100 subscribers. So again, if you're if you're watching this now, watching this back, drop a comment in the comment section. How much do you value Trent at? Do you think Toney is a better option to buy for Arsenal? Do you think Neves is something that Arsenal need to look at? And do you also think that OSHIMEN or Toney is a better suit for Chelsea up top? Those are the questions I want you guys to answer in the comment section. I'm trying to end the stream. You lot are just dashing in super chats. Big up Jason McNoe goes, not been on as much over the weeks, but been watching as ever. All this channel has done is grow. Well done, mate, and keep it up. Hey, Jason, big up yourself, and I appreciate that, man. Especially, I know that you've been watching, even if you don't comment. So I appreciate you and appreciate your super chats as well, man. Thank you very much. That one's actually made my day personally. So thank you for that one. And big up, honestly, you guys, Monts, with the full 2-pack, hit them up. Yeah, no, 100. I'm there for everyone. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously, Yarguna says, Monts, your rant proved nothing. 75 mil, we can't defend. Say what you want to say. Lazy narratives. But listen, people, stay on here. Go head over. Mo's about to go live in 3 minutes. So go head over and show some love to Mo. And I think he's on with Kunle and that. So again, people, it's another episode of Big Six Bands. Remember to drop a comment, smash the like, and all that good stuff. Keep subscribing. And we'll see you later on today for the team of the season so far. Take care, people. We'll see you soon.